Hello and welcome to Ocean Block Survival Part 3. If you remember in the previous episode we continued to plant the trees and such to get them growing, and I did come on this map earlier just to make sure we had a little bit more progress, because of course it is going rather slowly. But you see I've had a bit of a clean out here. We've kind of opened up the space a bit more. I've moved the bed so we've got the dirt blocks there, and a few more trees have grown back here, so hopefully that will continue to work, providing we can get the others to grow, hopefully. So I'm just going to trim back these trees a bit more because we need to allow room for more of them to grow, hopefully. It's quite a nice map, I've got to admit, because the idea of having a few villagers with you and having every single type of tree is quite interesting, because it's effectively like you're pretty much the last people on Earth and you've got a few trees to survive from, and effectively you just have to wait it through and survive. So I think what I'm going to try and do here is, although this is probably going to look quite ugly, so I'm kind of thinking if I trim back these trees a bit, it will hopefully provide some more room for trees such as them to grow. But the thing is, I'm not sure if they mean if I have a tree a farm with 4 saplings, if they mean as in they have to have grown, or I don't know. So see how that goes anyway. I'm just going to start chopping down this big tree. So I think effectively we have made the farms, and to be honest there's no reason why we need to stay hung back on the challenges, because planting 4 trees isn't really going to move us forward in any way. So I think what I'm going to do first of all is just harvest a lot of the wood that we already have, hopefully. So I'll just pick up this. Just get this big tree down. There's a lot of wood on this tree. I think we may lose that block up there actually. Yeah. But we've got so much here. Looks like it's just about to go to night, so we probably should sleep in a second. The problem with this big tree is in some ways it's annoying because it uses up so much space and it's impossible to kind of gather up all the wood. So I think what I'm going to do is eat an apple and then go to bed. Probably eat 2 apples actually. There we go. Go to bed, just to get past the night. Oh, the sugarcane looks like it's grown a bit there actually, so that's not a bad thing. Fortunately it does look like we're going to have to cut this down again, however. Let's get that tree. Just need to go up a bit higher, and we should be fine. I'm surprised we haven't actually got any apples off this, because this is pretty big tree, but unfortunately haven't got any apples. So I think one of the next things we have to do is like make a breeding area for villagers and stuff, so they can make a village, in fact, for the villagers. So I'm assuming what we've basically got to do is use the wood as kind of like a little platform slash jetty type of thing. In fact, that's probably the one thing we need to do with the tree farm, which I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. It's effectively the soil we only need to put in between places. So what I'm going to try and do is, I'm not sure how well this will work, it's kind of like try and go under here so we're guaranteed to get the dirt block, hopefully without drowning. But I can't actually see how much of this is broken. I think we've almost got it, but it looks like we're going to die pretty quickly there. Yep. It's a bit unfortunate, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, don't want to get trapped under there. Oops. So there we go, we have that. What I'm going to do now is hopefully convert all these planks we have got 60 now, which isn't bad. And I'm going to fill in this gap here because this is going to be too good. In fact, yeah, villager just fell in the water already. And he seems to be spazzing out a bit there. Doesn't like water, obviously. Yeah, did manage to get that. So I think what my idea is going to be is that we're going to have like a little gap. So I think that's the best way to ensure that we do definitely get the soil, is to jump or kind of destroy it whilst we're on top of it so we don't lose it. So what we have here is we have a tree there, which I think this will hopefully work quite well. Don't know why I didn't think of this. And then we can have another tree there. Then we can have another 3 blocks. And we can have another tree here. It's got quite a few, we've got a few blocks in between, which isn't too bad. I think what I'm going to have to do here is get rid of this. So I'm going to get rid of the existing trees we have, so we can hopefully make a proper farm and get that all set up. So this may be a relatively long episode, but we'll see how it goes. So I've got more wood, got 64 bits of wood now, and if we just go a bit further out, and we have 4 saplings which should grow, because there's no reason why they shouldn't, I don't think anyway. So another thing is, I think this is floating as well, so we're going to have to do this again, which isn't great, doesn't work out great. Oh, getting pushed under by undercurrents, not too good. Just going to fill that in a bit, just so it looks a bit cleaner. There we go, we're kind of starting to get something looking a bit more interesting now. So the other thing we want to do is see if we go and collect our... Let's just fill that in. It's got diamond down there, so I assume once we get iron and stuff we should be fine. Just get all these supplies out as we can. So we do have some birch saplings here, so we might as well go and make the birch farm now. So preferably what we want to probably do is get rid of this. And then we can hopefully harvest all the dirt possible. Here we go, this is almost done. And then hopefully this little island we can turn into a bit more of a hospitable area instead of just being a floating wreck, really. I mean, it doesn't look too pleasant. So just to make sure, I think this does, yeah, this goes straight into water, so... Oops, we're now trapped. No, we're not. I'm gonna try and get this. Just to make sure we're okay. So we don't want to waste any of this dirt because it's effectively one of the most important resources we have here. So that sugarcane is growing nicely. We've just got a few bits of dirt to collect. Hopefully we won't drown, because that would be pretty embarrassing. So there we go, we've got a little jetty off here. And hopefully we can start to make another farmy kind of area. Let's just do that. Place 1 dirt block. Get another 3. I think 3 blocks is perfect. Should be anyway. Put some dirt. 1 more, I think. And then we can put the birch saplings in. So this is now 2 objectives complete. Got a little farm there, we've got a little farm over here, and in fact one's grown, but I think I must have planted 1 birch tree as well, so it's a bit stupid of me. But they seem to be growing incredibly quickly compared to what I'm used to. Anyhow, what I really want to do is kind of get rid of this now. This is a bit big. Problem is we're losing all this, which is annoying, so I'm going to try and make some sort of scaffolding. Problem is now we've got to obviously reclaim all of this wood that I've just put up there, which will probably fall into the ocean. So yeah, there's not really much we can do to collect half of this wood. But I think we do need to tidy this up a bit, because it does look very messy. So there we go a bit higher. Did get that bit of wood then, which isn't too bad. This will hopefully fall down into the island, so actually I think we caught that one anyway. So we've got that bit of wood. There's so much, you think you've got rid of all of it when there's actually so much more. Because I mean, although we're kind of in a sense lucky we got this, I just find big trees so annoying in Minecraft, because it is messy when you half chop down a tree, and of course when you're playing survival and you don't quite yet have the gear to properly take down a tree, it's quite a big task. Can't be taken down by normal methods, at least. There's a lot of wood gone. I think we've got this log here, and we should pretty much be done on the oak tree front, I think. Well, no. Still got more. The thing is, although we are wasting this wood in a sense, it is renewable, so in a way it's not too bad. Just hoping that we've got the most of it, because it's so bushy. There's got to be more wood up here, I'd imagine. Yep, already found some. And hopefully this will be pretty much the last, because it just looks like it's dying now. So the thing is, as long as we get all these saplings, we're pretty much okay. Apart from that one, maybe. And that one. And possibly that one. But yeah, that's pretty much okay. Now I'm going to start chopping down this wood again, just because there's no point wasting this. Looks a bit messy as well. Should have really made an axe of some kind, because we've got plenty of wood to do so. Hoping we'll catch most of this wood, but of course isn't too important. These few planks can probably disappear, and it's also like that floating object in the sky is actually the emergency cache. It's got like emergency supplies and such, and apparently you can spam jump up to the top, which sounds like a pretty good idea if we are low on supplies. So let's just pick up this. It's almost night time again. That probably shows it's been a very long episode. Let's just get this. And yeah, thanks for watching part 3 of my Ocean Block Survival. I hope you're enjoying it so far. I know this wasn't a long episode today, but I've only suddenly realised the mistakes I've made in terms of setting up a proper tree farm and such, but it does look like it's starting to work quite nicely. I think we probably could have left bigger gaps, unfortunately. That's another flaw in my design. But we'll see how that goes. We'll probably finish off the first few objectives in the next episode almost indefinitely. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to like and subscribe. See you next time, guys.